G'day, welcome to Sharks TV for our round 4 preview with Redlands up at Redlands this Saturday. I'm here with Neil Mackay, one of the Sharks assistant coaches. Welcome, Neil, to Sharks TV for the first time. Looking at this clash, it's a clash of the top two early in the season. Redlands have got a percentage of over 200 at the moment. Does this change our mindset when we go into the game?
Oh no, we know they're a good side. We've played them in a practice game and they pushed us all the way. They've got, as you said, they've got a great percentage going on. They pumped the two teams they played this year. So yeah, look, we've got our thinking hat on, and we know we're going to have to be at our best to win this game. Yeah,
absolutely. I heard a really interesting interview during the week with Essendon Football Club opposition analysis coach, who said that 80% of games won are actually won on the back of 20% of the players. So therefore, if we've got a similar mindset, are there 4 or 5 players that we should be looking out for when we clash with Redlands this week?
Well, there could be more at Redlands, but yeah, there is a top 4 or 5. You've got Zuffa there, I think he kicked 5 last week. Hughes, who's ex-Southport boy, got 7. You got Cast running through the middle. Howard, an ex-AFL player off the half-back line. Pfeiffer. You know, there's some headaches there. So yeah, they've got a good list, and we've just got to be on our game.
Absolutely, and I think we mentioned in last week's review of the game, there's no easy games in the NEAFL anymore. Every game's a really hard clash, and that's what the competition was designed around. Can you see that there's maybe a gap forming between perhaps the Southeast Queensland clubs and the other clubs in the competition, though?
Early on, it might seem that way. I mean, there's been some Canberra teams that have copped some thumpings, but you don't want to get too ahead of yourself. We're only in round 3 of what is a marathon of 18, 20 matches or whatever it is. So early signs, but let's not get carried away.
Absolutely. During the week, we had a couple of boys going for scans. All clear. The list is healthy. From a selection room point of view, are there a couple of headaches there now because we've got so many boys playing so well in the QAFL and as development players for the Suns? Is that creating headaches, or is that actually a good problem to have?
Oh, look, it's a great problem to have. You'd rather be trying to work out who's in rather than trying to find players to fit your 22. So we're in a good position, and as you said, you've got Tyler Cornish had a great game with the Suns. A couple of boys who popped in last week, like McCanch, did a really good defensive job for us. Mako had a fantastic game off the half-back line. So there's plenty of good ones. So it's a good position to be in. You'd rather have to drop some out than, as I said, find a couple to fill the last positions.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, one last question, and we are, I suppose, the word's got around about our pre-season. The boys are really fit, probably the fittest they've been for a long time. Foxy's done a sensational job. After this particular game away, we travel for 2 weeks in a row. We go to Canberra and then to Darwin. As someone who, I suppose, handles a lot of the workload around the training, do we back off now a little bit?
Look, Foxy will have it all managed for us. Foxy's an absolute ripper. He has it down to the minute. He knows what we should eat, what rating out of 10 we should train. So you leave it in the great man's hand. He'll take care of us. I mean, in his previous clubs at Broadbeach, they went up, and I think they beat Northern Territory nearly every time they went up there through really good preparation. So I know he'll look after us. It'll all be good.
Excellent. Neil, thanks for your time. That's another edition of Sharks TV done. Redlands this Saturday up at Cash Easy Park, 1:30 p.m. Join us next week when we actually review that game against Redlands and preview our upcoming Canberra trip.